Hi everyone, my name is Kelly and welcome back to my Disney channel. I'm really excited to be doing another video. I haven't done one in a really long time, but I had an idea to talk about unpopular Disney opinions. There's a lot out there. I know I have some. I think people with Disney get really possessive because it means so much to so many people. I think people have this idea of like, I have the best opinions. No, you don't. I reached out to my followers on my Instagram page, PhotoPassKelly. Please go check it out. If you haven't already, give it a follow. I said, tell me your unpopular Disney opinions, and I got a ton of really interesting ones that I'd never heard before, and some that I was like, don't know about that. But I thought it'd be fun to air them out. We could talk about them. So let's dive in. Boop boop doop. It's so loud. If one more truck passes, I swear to God. The motorcycles. Leo, I'm living in DC now instead of in suburban Ohio. So there's a lot of traffic and it's loud all the time. But I love it. Anyways, the first one says, I don't like Moana. That's a hot take, for sure. Lin-Manuel Miranda gave his life to that movie. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's in it. It's really good. Like, I love it. It's so pretty. The scenes with the water and the grandma, it just makes me cry. I guess because it makes me cry doesn't mean it's a good movie. But I think it's good. I wonder why this person doesn't like it. If there's one thing I dislike about Moana, it's Shiny. I hate that song. It makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know if it's like the accent or like the rhythm of it. I hate that song. I hate it. It's terrible. That's my unpopular Disney opinion. The next one says, Frozen 2 is better than Frozen. And I think I got that twice. I loved Frozen 2. And I got really tired of Frozen because I swear for like a year, my family would watch that movie every week, and my dad loves Frozen, even though I think he falls asleep like in the middle and then wakes up at the end. I do think Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. I don't know, there's a lot of growth, and the music is so good, and I cried really hard. That was the last Disney movie I saw before I moved to Disney for 2 weeks. The next one says, I don't like the smell of burning Rome, which with no Disney context makes no sense. They're talking about Rome and Epcot and how like the Library of Alexandria is burned down, and it has such a pungent smell, like old barbecue and like the gym. I don't like it either, but I think people say they like it because of like the nostalgia of it, and because it's so pungent you just remember it. You can't forget what it smells like. It's literally impossible. It is in my nostrils currently, and I haven't been on that ride in 2 years. This is some current events unpopular opinion. The next one says, Tiana shouldn't be getting Splash Mountain, which I really disagree with. I mean, I would love for Tiana to get her own ride. I think it's less creative that she's replacing Splash, but Splash needs to go. If you haven't looked at like the history of where the music from Splash Mountain comes from, or like any history about Song of the South, you should. Besides that ride, Disney has really distanced itself from Song of the South and like from Splash Mountain. You can't really meet the characters except for Brer Fox and Brer Bear sometimes. And it's like, they're not fun to meet. If you're gonna meet a bear in one of the parks, it's either going to be the bears from Country Bear Jamboree or Baloo. Those are the only options. Those are the only ones that matter. As far as I'm concerned, let's get rid of Splash Mountain. I just want to see Tiana's like dress in that ride. Can't wait. This one says, Tron Legacy is the best Disney movie ever made. I will not be commenting. The next one says, Flight of Passage isn't the best ride at Walt Disney World. It is the best screen and high-tech attraction, but not the best ride. I don't know how I feel about this one. I love Flight of Passage. It's so cool. The weirdest thing, but also the coolest, is that like when you sit on it, you can like feel the machine like breathing, like you're on the pterodactyl. I have no idea what it's called. What is it called?
Believe it or not, my camera died while I was filming this. When I reset it up, it wouldn't focus. I tried really hard to fix it. I tried really hard to fix it during editing, and it clearly didn't work. So I'm really sorry it looks tacky and unprofessional. But if you keep watching, I appreciate it. Thank you, and this will not happen again. Bye.
They're called Banshees. I think that's the best part of the ride. And I think because it's new, people say it's the best. Like, that happened with Mine Train, and Mine Train is, like, literally so boring. I can't stand that ride. That's another unpopular Disney opinion, is Mine Train is boring and everyone knows it, but no one will admit it because the cart swings sometimes. If you don't think Flight of Passage is the best ride, that's fair. But it is really very cool. This one says Frozen 2 isn't that good. So I guess I can't. I mean, I just went on a whole thing about how I like Frozen 2 better than Frozen 1, so. The next one says, I do not like the new Fast Pass system. So the old Fast Pass system, you would have a card, like a literal paper card, and you would get it that day. So for the new one, you have to do it beforehand. Maybe that's what she doesn't like. I don't know. I think it makes things a little more stressful because, of the tier system too. Now you're getting up at, the crack of dawn to get to rope drop just so you can get on like Slinky Dog Dash, because you had a fast pass for Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster. I think those are in like the same tier, but you can only get one at first. You can get one later, but there won't be any later. So yeah, I guess it kind of blows. The next one says Night Blossom is better than LeFou's Brew. I don't know what Night Blossom is, but nothing is better than LeFou's Brew. Here's a photo of me my last day at Magic Kingdom, my last day of my DCP. It was like my third day of the DCP. The only thing I wanted was to get a LeFou's Brew. It was the only thing, because those are so yummy. If you've never had one, I'm so sorry for you. But I've sprinted. Like, I literally hauled my butt like across the park. I think we were in Frontierland and it was closed. The store was closed. Like, I am still yearning for that drink. This is the wrong opinion. This is incorrect. The next one says, I don't like Minnie Mouse. Fair. I kind of don't like Minnie Mouse either. She's kind of mean. I don't know if you've been on the new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway ride that just opened at Hollywood Studios. Minnie is kind of mean in that ride. Like, it's her fault that things go awry because she like kicks Pluto out of the car. I get this. The next one says the Nemo show is sleep-worthy. They're talking about the Finding Nemo the musical, which, that's fair. I used to be obsessed with that show. I will get Go With The Flow stuck in my head at any point of any day. Just go with the flow! For no reason. But the show is boring. If anything, it's cool because of the puppets. But, did we need it? No, we did not. This one says, the Halloween decor in Haunted Mansion Holiday are terrible. Oh no. Oh, I've never heard anyone say this. This is probably the most unpopular opinion. People would die for Magic Kingdom at Halloween. Like, I love it. I think it's so cool. It's just spooky and odd to me. But I've never actually been on Haunted Mansion like during the holidays. And like, I think they do put up like Christmassy stuff, which is definitely bizarre. Like, that's weird. I don't think that makes sense. And it just definitely is out of place. Saying it's terrible, that's a strong word. There's a lot of energy behind the word terrible. The next one says, Animal Kingdom is overrated. Whoa. Whoa. That's a whole park. You're calling the whole park overrated? Yikes. That's a big one that I don't think I agree with. It's definitely, I'll get there at 9 and leave by like 2 p.m., which is great. That's great, because then you have the whole day to like go to a more fun park. I think they're working on making Animal Kingdom a much more fun park. Like, that's why they did Avatar. The night show is a bust. Rivers of Light, I think. I've seen it once. Did not care about it. I think I cried though. I think it made me cry. But they made Rivers of Light to make people stay at the park past 2 p.m. because simply no one would. And I don't think it's working. But the whole park being overrated, man, that's where Everest is. and Kilimanjaro safaris. Like, those two alone make the park just so worth it. Man, that's unpopular for sure. If I were to pick a word overrated and put it with a park, I'd say Epcot, just because I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know what it wants. The next one says, Disneyland has the best rides. I went to Disneyland for like the first time really since I was like 3, 2 summers ago, and I liked it. It was fun and new. However, California Adventure was boring. When I was there, Pixar Pier hadn't opened yet. I was a few months early. So maybe there's more to do, like the Incredible Coaster. I think that's like, you know, it's a big draw. Disneyland has so much. Disneyland felt cramped and it stressed me out. Like, I remember feeling like really small. They don't have very many different rides. The best ride at Disneyland is the Indiana Jones ride, for sure. When will Hollywood Studios get rid of the Indiana Jones stunt show spectacular and give me Indiana Jones the attraction? Because that ride changed my life. It's so fun. They're becoming more of the same. California Adventure's like cool to look at, but I think it's kind of like Animal Kingdom, that it's not like a full day thing at all. I'm also biased because I've been going to Disney World my whole life. Disneyland definitely gets the rides first, but are they best? I don't think so. Those are most of the submissions I got when I asked my followers on my Instagram page, PhotoPassKelly, to send me their unpopular Disney opinions. I'd love to do another one of these. I think this was really fun. There's some hot takes in there. I think the one about Moana was surprising. The one about Animal Kingdom being overrated, that is a whole thing to like unbox. The only one that I can categorically say is incorrect is that LeFou's Brew is the superior drink on any Disney property. One of my biggest, I think, unpopular opinions is I don't like Dole Whip. I think it's gross and I don't get the hype. I don't care. When Disney comes up with like Dole Whip merch, keep it. Another one is that the Cinderella remake from like 2015 or 16 or whatever is the best Disney remake. With Helena Bonham Carter, Lily James is gorgeous with that dress. One more unpopular Disney opinion. Sky High is my least favorite movie ever. Period.
Next up, Sky High. There she is, Sky High.
I don't know if I dislike it because Disney Channel played it all the time, like literally in the summer and then also later in the fall. Disney Channel would literally always play that movie. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but it was like every weekend they were like, Sky High.
Sky High.
It was really awkward and like just kind of weird. Maybe if I went back and watched it, I'd like it. It's like the bad Fantastic Four. That's exactly what it is. Oh, I don't like Fantastic Four, so like everything's kind of lining up. So those are all of the unpopular opinions. I'll stop ranting. This could go on forever. Like I said, people have really strong opinions about Disney, I feel like, because it becomes really personal. Like, there are things I will defend because like they're part of my childhood. People have that about everything, not just Disney. If you want to tell me some of your unpopular opinions or how you feel about any of these in the video, leave a comment down below. Come check me out on Instagram at PhotoPassKelly. I hope you're having a really great day. Thank you again for watching. Stay safe, wear a mask, Black Lives Matter, and LeFou's Brew is the best drink in the whole world. I also wanted to add, if you have any interest in tie-dye shirts like this that are custom tie-dyed, or if you like fun, cute scrunchies like this blue gingham one, you should definitely check out the store, D&D Design Co. They're on Instagram and Etsy, so you can get custom-made scrunchies, headbands, t-shirts. They're amazing, they're so cute, I have so many, and you get 10% off your order if you use the code Kelly10. That's my name, 10, for 10% off your order from D&D Design Co. Get scrunchies, really cute shirts. You'll love it. Now I'm done. Bye.
Sky High.